Deathless is an improvised cinematic narrative with live production, including music and dialogue. There is no script. This story contains violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and a darkness which may leave you doubting who you are. Proceed at your own risk.
Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Ache, ache, ache for me, babe. Shout from the depths that you want me to say. Fight for me, fight for me, fight. I want you to fight for me. I want you to fight for me. Shake me away, rip me from slumber and fight for me. I want you to fight for me, babe. They say stand up for the things you can't stand to lose. Despite what my heart can't feel.
You are 23 years old, and you are floating. Gentle rays of light dance around you before being overcome by the endless darkness that you now face. Your eyes peer ahead into the black, searching for any scrap, any semblance of what just was. But it is all gone. Everything is lost. And you find nothing. You are 10 years old, and you are standing in the doorway of a home you know to be filled with life, laughter, and love. But now, there is only stillness, silence, and questions you will never find the answers to. You are 14 years old, and somehow life and laughter have found you again. But they vanish the moment you follow someone you never should have trusted, through a door you never should have let close behind you. You are 23 years old and you are buckling. A burning rises in your chest, but you see only darkness ahead of you. A bottomless abyss that has just swallowed everything you've worked for and everything you cared about, and still it asks for more. Its arms reach out to embrace you. It's not as cold as you thought it would be, but you are alone, and nothing has found you. Your eyes begin to close, but somewhere high above you here,
Levantante, dormilón. Tienes más trabajo que hacer.
Hello. Good to see you all. It is 17:10. In an hour, the sun will set on the city of Cartagena, Spain. Though not a great mercantile center, Its importance grew with the onset of the war due to its extremely defensible port. A port 4 unlikely visitors have been delivered to so far, and it looks like the 5th one is arriving now. Who wants to be the last one to arrive?
I will be the last one to arrive.
Now, were you brought on by someone, or did you arrive on your own of your own volition?
That's a big question. I think mentally, I'm the last one to arrive. I think let's say not of my own volition.
So your hands are bound, that someone has escorted you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. A naval officer brings you to a little area on the docks where you see 4 other people standing there. And he walks you over towards a woman in a striped shirt. And now, as you approach this woman, what does she see?
She would see someone who looks like he hasn't eaten in a very long time, and a web of stories weigh heavy on his face. If you want to be a little more physical, I guess, lanky, tired, wearing like black shirt, just way too big for me, a bandana on my head that, if you look closely, it's like stained and nasty, but it's definitely a map to something, with an island right on the forehead. And being dragged in, definitely a production being made out of it.
In Acorn, are you sitting or standing? And are you tied up or not?
I don't think I would be tied up. I'm probably leaning against a post on the dock.
Well, this man is brought over with his arms tied in ropes, and he's just placed kind of next to you.
For everyone's protection, I assure you. I say with a grin.
Is anyone else there with their hands bound?
I think I am.
The 2 more. After the arrival of Greg's character, the naval officer goes and one by one brings you both over towards Greg. But Drac, would you like to describe what they would see in some detail?
You would see a tall, once burly man. You can tell that they've been as starved as they can. The official could get away with. They stand about maybe 6'1", black man, entirely shaved head, some kind of patchy beard growing in. Wearing whatever clothing they had available. You can tell it's kind of tight on their body. And every so often they'll make as if they're trying to bite the officer escorting them, and then laugh. I'm joking. For now.
And Orcish, as you're brought over after Drac's character, what would they see?
Oh, well, they see,
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
my, a man, and I don't have any trousers on. They were stolen from me, so I'm wearing a potato sack. and a shirt. And I'm real dirty.
All of you now, hands tied together in the front of you, are standing around this woman who is leaning against the pole there. There's only one person who's not over by the group. I'm sure they might look over. What might they see if they see you by yourself, Faye?
Well, firstly, I asked them to tie me up too, but they wouldn't do it. I don't know why. It would have been fun. But they would see a they would see a woman with long flowing dark hair and piercing brown eyes. She almost looks like she doesn't belong there. But she carries this air of overconfidence, a very just... She looks fun to talk to, almost. But you would see that she does have quite a few scars visible. But it doesn't appear like she's hiding them at all.
One of the naval officers will wave to you for you to come over to the group.
I will go ahead and I'll walk over.
And Acorn, as she approaches, what does she see with the one person who is not tied up?
She would see a younger woman who looks kind of lanky and scrappy, with her hair tied into two braids, tucked under, or with a hat, keeping the top part together. Striped shirt, some freckles across the nose. And she's looking around at everyone else, kind of taking note that they're all in different degrees of dirtiness or restraint. And she looks a little nervous, a little out of place.
As Faye's character walks over, the naval officer tells you all to stay there a moment, and he walks into a small building where there are some other people discussing some things, and they leave you there for a few minutes.
Now, how did someone like you get involved in this? I say, looking to the short, scrappy one.
I don't know. I just...
Not you, stupid.
Right.
They've been very bad
Do
conversation.
you have any trousers?
And it looks to
I
me
kick
like all
him.
the important bits are covered right now. I think you're okay. You're doing okay.
I just would like to be clear that he's wearing a potato sack diaper, essentially. I just want to be very clear about that. He's huge as well. He's a huge man.
In my travels across the many continents, and I'm like picking off bugs and dirt off of me, that is considered fine trousers, I'll have you know.
You want to switch?
Oh, they're too good for me. No, I would feel like a fraud if I wore that. They suit you.
The naval officer comes back out of the little shack there, and he tells you, all right, all of you, follow me. And you can go. The order doesn't particularly matter, but he leads you down this long row of docks, and all across there are these incredible sailing ships, from small and speedy to these huge and powerful ships of the line that have 70 guns on their sides, ready for war. It's my history is a bit off, but you've heard all these stories of like the famed Spanish Armada that ruled the seas, and these are really kind of you feel like you're seeing it now. But he leads you, and you're heading towards the last ship, and there's sailors getting it ready, climbing all over it. You see it has it's like a small frigate, maybe 40 guns. Just a beautiful ship, and on the back that has its name, Canción del Acero, the Song of Steel. Pretty cool, right? So you all kind of just stop there for a moment to take a look at this. And let's assume you're walking still if you want to talk as you go.
Would you look at that? Finally, a ship worthy of, you know.
Does it matter if we're going to die out there?
Well, with an attitude like that, maybe, but you gotta look on the up and up here. This is just an opportunity. Potentially.
To die.
No. Do you think that they would just drag us all here, trained, well, for the most part, and, why not just kill us at where we were? This seems like a lot of effort to just...
Let me correct that. To die and benefit them at the same time.
But what benefits them could also benefit us. Yeah?
For the short amount of time we have.
We could just extend it somehow, I'm sure. Right? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a little... No? You don't think so? No one thinks so? Am I the only one who sees the silver lining in all of this? We're still alive. And meeting new and interesting people, like Potato Sack Man.
We gotta find that man pants. I don't want to fucking look at him like that anymore. I gotta be honest with you. He's practically dangling out of that. You see it, yes?
Don't look at him.
He is meaty in every sense of the word. Huh?
He's rolling a d12.
Why stop there?
D12 plus 4.
Potato sacks are only so big. As you have this conversation, you slow down by this beautiful ship. The naval officer says, "Oh, hey, keep walking. And you walk past this ship, and you realize that there is another ship actually moored here behind it. You didn't see it. At least you think it's a ship. What you see is a small two-masted thing that creaks and groans like it's in as much pain as it looks. Its hull in some parts is an uneven patchwork of different colored pieces of wood, and in other parts appears to be held together merely by the barnacles crusted on top of it. And though the sails are furled, you can tell they're incredibly tattered, and the masts seem to have been taken from two different ships entirely. Even if you know nothing about maritime vessels, you are aware that this thing is a fucking mess. It doesn't even have a name on the back of it. What kind of ship doesn't have a name on it? And the officer instructs you to wait there at the end of the dock where the ship is moored.
I look to the map bandana man.
I stand corrected. We're all going to die.
Yeah. While we're standing here, I would like to untie myself.
Okay.
If I can.
Do you have any experience in untying knots tied by Navy men?
I'll say
I realized what I was asking halfway through that, but I'm good with it.
I would just say in some
Personal
parts of
question.
some places before I was arrested, I was in high demand, and knots were sometimes involved in that demand.
Okay, I would like you to roll a D100, and you can put the difficulty at 65.
Okay.
So just roll under a 65.
43.
It takes you a bit of effort, but as you're there and the others are talking, you are slowly loosening the rope that ties your hands together.
I'll keep it on to loose enough to still look like I'm tied up, but I'm loosening it up so I can very easily slip out if need be.
This ship is like loudly creaking. Like it's much smaller than all the other ships, but it is much louder.
I scratch my potato sack.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
They're itchy garments.
It's very itchy. It's a potato sack.
I don't think you are sorry.
Someone else take it.
He needs a moment.
What was that? Keep talking, cutie. What were you saying?
Well,
Okay.
this is a I think it's a ship. This is a ship. Is this a ship?
Yeah.
I'm looking around at everyone.
It is.
But like, how do they expect us to do anything with?
They don't.
That's
You swear to we're
floating.
not.
But like,
You ever heard the term cannon fodder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
oh, that's a good name. The Cannon Fodder Crew. Huh?
No.
No.
There's
No one? No? No takers?
very bad. Let's not name it after the thing we all, I assume, don't want to be.
Ironically named.
Juju to that. You people, okay.
Well, we can't name ourselves the Super Victorious Crew, because that's just asking for trouble if you ask me. I knew a crew like that once, actually. They called
where are they
themselves the Best Crew. They were not the best crew. Not even by a little bit. Anyways, they're dead now.
Perhaps they were the best at something. Dying.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
As this cheery conversation continues, it is interrupted by the sound of footsteps and coming down a gangplank that is groaning quite a bit, as much as the ship. As a Spanish man of moderate height, dressed in basic civilian sailor attire, which this is totally accurate to, with dark wavy hair and a jaunty little mustache, strides down towards you and says, "Buenas noches, my friends. I am Esteban Dominguez, and I will be your capitan for this obviously very important mission." And he points to all the Navy people on the ship nearby. Before we get started, do any of you have any experience working on a ship?
Yeah, I have a lot of experience working on a ship. Too much, some would say.
Do you have a specialty?
I do.
And what might it be?
Well, what do you need?
You can a jack of all trades, as they say.
Yeah, that's what they called me. That's not my name, though, Jack.
What is your name?
My name, and I look around. They're like armed guards and stuff around.
Yeah, there's a ship next to us that's being ready to take off.
Yeah,
full
so they're
Navy,
all just like. Well, I'm asking if they're like trained on us.
No, they're kind of hanging around doing other things.
Okay.
There are two guys like off to the side talking, but they're not really like. You're almost not there to them anymore.
Perfect. No, my name's not Jack. It's Silas.
Silas, right?
Yeah, Silas. That's my name.
Anybody else have any experience working on a ship? It's okay if you don't.
I'll raise my hand.
Question. Does
Yes?
does looking at ships count? Because I grew up by the water, so I saw a lot of them, but I just haven't been on one before.
You have never been on a ship? But do you know how they move?
I mean, they just kind of like scoot along the water, right?
Yes, but do you know how? Like, what makes them move?
Waves.
This one's gonna need some work.
It is okay. It is okay. And you, sir, what is your name, though, ma'am? The first one I had asked the question to, who knows what a boat looks like.
Scrappy when he's talking to you.
Oh, what? Sorry, huh?
What is your name?
Oh, Charlotte. Yeah.
Charlotte. It's lovely to meet you. And you, sir, who raised his hand.
Helmsman. My name is Michael.
Ah. Well, do you think you are good enough to sail the fine ship behind me?
They look at the ship and then back at you.
He's smirking, like he knows it looks like shit.
Just barely.
That can be a little tricky. You, sir, in the sack. Have you been on a ship before?
Yeah.
All right,
I've got a sack.
I see. Hopefully, we might have some others if you need to change at some point on the ship, so...
I'm from London.
That's wonderful. That is good for you. Okay. He kind of is like doing this with his mustache. He's like, okay, as he's processing this. Beautiful, and you...
See, my father,
Signora.
he has a boat, yes.
So you have sailed before?
Yes, but more of his eyes, so to speak.
Well, the eyes will be very important on this trip, so you will have a good amount to do. But worry not if you do not know too much. I have, as you can see behind me, 3 other fine men who are working here. Hold on. Antonios! And these 3 guys, who are all at most 5'4", all have really thick heads of hair. They're like squat and broad, and they kind of look like they could be related, but why would 3 guys that are all named Antonio be related? And they just kind of stand there and they wave, and then they go right back to work. Those are Antonio, and Antonio. They are great workers. They don't talk too much. They're playing very capable to do deckhands and other things on the ship.
Hey, I talk.
Look at this. He must like you already if he's already speaking. It took him 4 days before this one spoke to me.
Hey, fuck you.
All right. Now, this one, he does speak, but he says very nasty things. So remember this. He does not mean it.
Yes, I do.
Was that Antonio 1, 2, or 3?
The only
Well,
one
you
that
learned.
matters.
There you go. You'll know when this matters. Well, I do not know if you know this, but allow me to explain what you're here to do. And he says this loudly, so the Navy people can obviously hear. We are to be bait for these men. The Austriacitas and their privateers have been targeting merchant vessels coming from King Philip's ports. This lovely ship next to us will be following us at a distance as we pretend to be on a course to Venice. Should the enemy approach, which is where your eyes come in, we are to turn around and head back towards our escort, where they will save us. We will come back here, and we will get, as I've been told, quite a substantial reward, dinero. But it sounds simple, right? Sail out, see them, sail back. Any questions?
No. Sail back. Got it.
That is the key part.
Yeah.
All right, then. Now, hold on. And he walks toward all of you, and he pulls out a knife. He goes over to the gentleman in the sack, which he didn't. I forgot to ask everybody's name, but we'll get there. And then he goes, your hands, please. I will release you. Okay? And he just cuts through the rope. Your hands are free. He goes over to the gentleman in the bandana with the island on it, Mr. Silence. And he goes, your hands, please.
Yeah. Here. Please.
Cuts through them. Hands are free. There you go.
Oh, man. They feel so much lighter. Yeah?
You can do so much more jack of many things now. And then go over to the final one in the ropes. I say, your hands.
I'm fine. And I'll just pull my hands up.
Perfect.
You could have done that this whole time? He could have done that. He could have gotten this. Sorry. It was just surprising. That's all.
What was your name again?
Brick.
Brick. I knew with the rope skills.
Michael.
All right. Then please.
John Brick.
All right, John. Do you prefer Brick or John?
Everyone calls me Brick.
All right. Well, everyone, Brick, please.
My first name is John.
I think I understand this, but we'll have plenty of time to figure it out as we travel. Everyone, please make your way onto the boat. As you walk up, the gangplank like sags. I don't know if you want to wait till the person ahead of you goes, but if someone doesn't wait, please let me know.
I'm a heavy boy. Does it break?
I let him go first. Serious?
Roll a D100. Do you go first? This is what we need to
fuck.
know.
I think I'm not going
Who
first.
goes
I can't. I
first?
want to speak
Who
for
would
everyone's
go
characters.
first? Yeah.
Not
Would
me.
anyone just be like, okay, I'm on the ship?
If you told me to get on the ship, I would
Okay.
just get on the ship.
Then roll a D100.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what the difficulty is. I'm just gonna do 50. Let's see.
Okay. A 72.
72. As you walk, you get to the middle, and as you're taking your step to get past halfway, you hear a snap.
Uh-oh.
Roll another D100. Just roll straight D100.
Okay. I'm not very agile.
I know. I was gonna say. Let's see. It's gonna be a lower number.
A 96.
Okay, you're going down with the gangplank. We're
Right.
gonna roll one more time to see, because I assume you're strong, so see if you can grab on.
A 12.
You grab on to the ship. Antonios, help him up.
Antonios!
These three very stout. Don't worry, they are Sicilian. They're very strong. That really has nothing to do with each other, but I forgot to tell you before. Now they come over and they help pull you up. The three of them can handle it. One Antonio does not like how close your sack diaper gets to his face, but probably the one with the foul mouth. Okay. Okay.
That is an asshole.
Don't worry.
I can smell it.
Sorry.
Esteban waves over to one of the Navymen there. Someone brings over another plank. They put it on, and the rest of you, this one's a lot more stable. The rest of you can make it onto the ship. As you get on there, he asks you all to gather around. That it is clear the Antonios are they've gone down and they're untying the ship. The ship next to you is ready to go. You guys are leaving now. They dropped you off just in time. Before you leave, he kind of he gets around, he gathers you around. He says, he looks kind of at the people over there, kind of checking to see that no one's listening again. And he goes, look. He says, those men on the dock below, and those men on the pretty ship next to us, many of them do not think we will make it out of this port, let alone succeed on our mission. I hope you are like me, and you are eager to prove them wrong and have our feet touch this land again. Easy enough, right? None of you want to die out there, do you?
This is what I've been saying this whole time. Look at strong leadership. Yeah, we're all going to make it back.
What we
I'm
want
strong.
and what will happen are two different things in this case.
All right. Well, there is, I'll take it. Allow me to show you to the helm. Well, I can handle it for now, but when we get out to sea, we will feel free. And with that, this rickety, unnamed ship lurches from its slip, and much to the surprise of everybody present, it sails eastward into the Mediterranean as the sun sets on their backs. And now, we rejoin the crew 3 days later. They've been sailing. We've been getting to know each other a little bit. Should we roll for pants?
Dear God,
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
Absolutely.
I would say that my desire for pants is a
tell
bit
me.
like a roller coaster. Sometimes I would like new pants, and other times I forget about pants.
I think everyone else wants you to have
Yes,
pants.
everybody.
We not
I will
forget
wrestle
about it.
John and put pants on him if I have to.
I'm
Okay.
good at fighting, wrestling.
All right. That sounds like you both have to roll a D100 to put pants on John.
I don't want trousers anymore.
Wear
Stop
the
it.
trousers, John.
He doesn't
Wear
want them.
I like the feel of the salty wind on my leg hairs.
It's whoever gets
No one
lower
else does wear it.
imposes their will on the pants.
Wait, do I roll as well? Are we doing
Yeah,
a
both of you roll. Yeah, but it's contested. Yeah, this is a wrestle.
I'm really strong.
32. Pretty good. Okay. Let's say it's day 2 of sailing, and you decide that's enough. He needs to put some pants on. But it doesn't work. I think as a compromise, Esteban says, well, we have a pair of pants available, and if you like to wear it, you can go downstairs and put them on. Does that sound good?
Okay. I will go downstairs.
So now it's 3 days into the voyage, and Drac, how do you think you have been adjusting? You've been sailing the ship now for at least 2 days. How do you think you've been adjusting and working with sailing with this pretty rickety little ship?
I'm doing my best. I think there's definitely an argument of never a good carpenter never blames their tools, but I think there's a point where if the tools are so bad, there's not much a skilled carpenter can do. So I think I'm doing okay. I'm pushing I'm maneuvering the ship as best as a ship like this can be maneuvered, I think.
Okay, so in that case, you guys haven't made up too much distance for what a normal ship would. For anyone familiar with the Mediterranean, as we all are, at this point, off in the distance to your port side, which would be north in this case, would be the Isles of Mallorca and Menorca. The ship is still creaking so loudly, like it's screaming at the islands for someone to come help it and put it out of its misery. Okay, so it turns out somebody on this crew either has some ability to cook or volunteers to be the cook. Charlotte, right? Mm-hmm. Charlotte, I want you to roll a D100 to see how decent the meal was you cooked for everybody last night. Okay, well, that's good. You rolled, but I was going to say, how good a cook are you?
I was going to let the roll dictate that.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have any experience cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. You cooked with the meager ingredients that they have on this ship, a fair enough meal that nobody got sick, and it was acceptable meal. With that, it's about midday. If you look at the sun and are good at it, it's about 2:00, and you are just sailing and sailing along. Esteban comes out talking to one of the Antonios who's holding like a hammer and some loose pieces of wood. He says, it is fine. You fix it as well as you can. They will hold. I don't know why you are griping to me this much. We have seen worse damage on the inside of the hull. And he just kind of grunts at him and goes back downstairs to keep working on the ship. He yells there is no crow's nest on this ship. There was one at one point, but it fell, and we had, we lost one of the fourth Antonio. They're still very sad, so we don't put one back. But he says to Carmen, Carmen, have you seen anything out there? Do you see anything? Roll me a D100.
Well,
you look around, all clear. But you do notice, you see no sign of the ship sailing behind you.
Capitano, we are alone.
What do you mean? They're supposed to be at the edge of the horizon.
They're supposed to be and are two different things, are they not?
Oh, well, I am sure they are still behind there, so I would not worry about this. Excuse me a moment, I must go check on Antonio. Then he goes back downstairs again.
I'll call up to Carmen. You said they're not on the horizon? We're alone?
No, nothing around us. Do I have any sort of looking glass or anything like that? Or are we balling on a budget here? I would assume balling on a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
How
the
about
eyes.
this? We have one lens of one. You have to hold it like this.
And are there any parts of the ship that are still high enough to where I could get some sort of elevation?
If you were to go to the aft, there's a small kind of aft castle, and there is a bit of a let's say another tattered railing. But if you shake it, it feels kind of sturdy enough to either push yourself up on, or if you're feeling especially, daring, try to balance yourself on.
Yes, I will do the daring thing, of course.
All right, please. How nimble are you? How good is your balance?
I'd say it's pretty good. I'm a pretty lean muscle kind of girl.
All right, roll a D100. You need under a 60. 5.
10.
Okay, you hop up there like it's nothing. You're showing off in front of everybody. Perfectly perched. I
have the small little eyepiece that I'm holding. I still don't see shit, so...
We are going to die. Let's say this bait works. If they're not on the horizon, even if they were on the horizon, there's no way the ship is moving fast enough to get back to our saviors.
You're not wrong.
No, that can't be. They got to be that way. And I drop whatever I'm doing, which I was half doing anyways, and I go to climb up, but I'm not a nimble climber, so I'm really struggling, and I get one arm kind of up, and then I make 4 or 5 kicks to get up maybe a foot higher than I was. And then I look off in the horizon, I go, yeah, no, she's definitely right. There's nothing there. And then I just hop off with considerable less effort.
Thank you for confirming, Silas.
2 sets of eyes are always better than 1, right? You never know. I could have better eyesight than with the lens. Potentially.
Hear some banging and Italian yelling from downstairs.
Which Antonio do you think that is?
Which Antonio?
Or they're banging and yelling.
Probably Antonio too.
Yeah? Anyone else? Anyone else got any takers? How much you want to put on that?
If I'm correct, you're on John Pence duty tomorrow.
Deal. Fine. You know what? It makes it more thrilling, doesn't it? The higher the risk. Anyone else want to get in on this action?
Charlotte, do you know how to fish?
Yes, that I know how to do.
Would you be fishing, trying to fish off the ship? I mean, we're moving, but it's going pretty slow.
Yeah, I'd actually, I'd probably be posted up where they were just looking for the boat, kind of like spacing out in the aft, fishing.
One of the Antonios is fishing on the other side of the ship. You don't know which one. Actually, someone roll a D3. 1d3.
All right.
I got it. 3.
There you go.
Okay.
3. That is the one through their differences, their hair, scars. If he turns around, you would know that's Antonio 3.
Who's fishing?
He's fishing, yeah, but like behind, but on the opposite side of you. Yep.
Okay, I think after hearing them talk about the Antonios, I think I would like glance over my shoulder and kind of squint in the distance and go, "No, that's Antonio 3. You see the mole on his neck, the one that's shaped like France? Yeah, that's Antonio 3."
Antonio 3, that you hear them talking about you.
Why do I care? I don't give a shit.
There you go. He acts like he doesn't even hear it. He's very focused on fishing. Will you roll a 1d100 for me there, Charlotte? See how well your fishing is right now.
Oh, terribly.
You haven't caught shit all day.
Nope. Probably because I, even though I know how to fish, I've never fished off a boat before. So like, I cast in, and after like 15 seconds or something, I start thinking like, oh, have I caught something? Is the water pulling it too much? And then I'll like reel it in and check, and there's nothing there. And I'm like, okay, and then cast it back in
over and over again. How long have you been doing this?
An hour.
Great. You guys watch. She every kind of 15 to 30 seconds, she's reeling it back in again.
You bet. Do you think we die by cannon fire or starvation first?
Wait, what are you trying to say about my biscuits?
Nothing.
They turned out
They're
okay,
fine.
right?
No, they were good. They were good. But soon, if we don't find anything to eat, we're probably gonna have human biscuits. I vote Antonio first.
Fuck off. Oh, he heard that one.
I know how to get under his skin.
I mean, you kind of would need to, and if you're gonna eat him.
Reddy's gonna fucking starve.
I like
I'm
you.
the only one fishing.
Antonio,
always a good sign.
how many fish have you caught? They're just really not biting today.
Somebody roll me a 1d3.
1d3. Okay.
3.
I like frown, reel in my cut again. Check. Sigh. Cast it back in.
Wait. And as you cast it, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to try to catch it. I'm going to roll D100 to see if I can or if I'm just too slow.
You can get a hook in your hand.
62.
Oh. How fast? How nimble are you? We haven't been eating well.
I'm
so
not.
it's not
I'm
like
not
you
like
gained too much strength.
Yeah. I think I'm too late to catch it. I think I trip actually. I trip over myself because I'm over by the mast. Right, that's where I was. So I try it and I just can't get it, and I trip. And I like bang my head. Hold on, Charlotte.
Great.
Can you reel that back in, please? I just want to check something.
Oh, sure. And I reel it back in, hand him the fishing rod.
Is there bait at the end of the hook?
I mean, there's no worms on the ship, so I was just kind of hoping the hook would be flashy enough that some fish would bite it.
Well, I think that's a mystery solved.
I mean, we have extra biscuits. I could use some of those.
Yes, you should use the biscuits.
I think I like cheese. And stop casting into the wind.
Whatever Antonio says to do, just do, I guess. Yeah, no, I mean, not I guess. Master Fisherman over here, Antonio. Do whatever he says.
You can start leaving me alone.
How is Brick doing with his pants?
I walk up to Antonio, the one on the deck, and I say, "Are you the one with the sharp tooth?" And I'm holding a pair of trousers in my hands. Hello? I tap them on the shoulder.
Antonio 3 is not the one with the sharp tooth.
Okay. Do they just ignore me? Okay, yeah.
I think I just sit there and I'm staring out.
Glaring at you. Would he like lift his lip up to show his very rounded teeth?
No.
No. Okay.
Don't do anything. But keep fishing.
I bend over and my face is like right next to your face. Antonio,
I kick him off the boat.
me?
No, I'm just kidding.
I fall into the water and die.
I think about it. I think about it real heavy.
Antonio. I wave my hand in front. Are you okay?
No. We've been sent out here to die.
Yeah. That's...
I lost my brother already. I lost my sister. And my mother. And my aunt. And my
Were their
cousin
names
twice
all
removed.
Antonia?
Antonia was my mother, yeah.
I see a trend.
What was your sister's name?
Yeah, of death. Of dying. Of being betrayed by the government.
While he's talking, I'm trying to lift his lip up to see if I can see his teeth.
Listen, motherfuckers, I am on production. Leave me alone. I'm not even supposed to be here.
I'm gonna play with you. As this is happening, two Antonios and Esteban come back through the door. They're still kind of grumbling at each other, but definitely the Antonio with the pointy tooth is there, and he probably has a big scar on his forehead, so you know him now.
Antonio.
I'm sorry, I had to. As this is going on, though, Esteban says to Carmen, like, have you seen anything out there? Any sign of the enemy?
No, not so far. It's just been open sea.
And I double
Can you
checked,
take a look
Captain.
again?
Okay. Very so. And then he kind of is walking to the front of the ship. Brick, as I definitely remember everyone's name. Brick, will you just roll a D100?
Yeah.
Okay.
57.
That's definitely the Antonio you want to talk to.
Can you use your sharp tooth to bite a hole in my trousers?
Doesn't somebody here have a knife?
I think
Why do you
everyone
want
here
a
has a
hole?
knife.
I don't think I'm allowed to carry a knife. I don't think I've been given one.
I pat my pockets, and then
I tried to bite it.
pull
My
out a
teeth aren't
vegetable
sharp.
peeler.
A vegetable
You-
peeler.
Try this.
What is that? What does a 1700s vegetable peeler look like?
I think it's
like
just a
this
knife.
from your local Kroger.
Exactly like
Cool
that.
knife.
Oh, thanks. And I clumsily try to cut my trousers into pretty short shorts.
While you're doing that,
And I
put
would
away
like to
a
roll to
much-
see how terrible it is.
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh dear.
It could ruin the only pants.
It's a 98.
The pants are ruined. There's no more pants. No more pants for Brick on this journey. Unless someone can sew them back together, but he just...
I just rip them in half, like with this vegetable peeler. Oh, does anyone? What? I don't know. In the 1700s, what would you use to like mend something? Does anyone have some string?
There's no needle or thread. There is some for the sails. There's some for the sails, but it's rather
Imagine too thick.
well,
Like twine.
yeah, it's pretty thick. Did anyone save the rope?
Not the only
Their
one.
hands were tied up with
Oh, I saved
big
the rope.
thick rope.
I saved
You
the
wouldn't
rope.
have thrown it overboard, right?
Yeah.
No, he untied it. He probably brought it on. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
brought my rope on.
If you want to offer, I don't know if the rope can fix a pair of pants, but
Maybe I can unravel the rope and use some of the twine
I think
of the rope.
This adventure in trying to fix his pants goes on for about an hour. Roll a d100, please, there, Michael.
Oh my!
And then Carmen,
29.
roll another d100. Okay, you managed to use this twine to reconnect his pants.
57.
You have great eyes, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I said, yes.
That is what you said.
Do you not listen to me anymore? sorry.
I try not to.
Like, oh, see frustration with Trench.
Just reinforcing it. As Michael holds up this pair of pants,
Please wear them. Just wear them.
yeah, he's fixed them.
Okay.
Off in the distance, as you're handing them over, between the two islands that you're sailing past, you see a ship. It has come from around one of the islands, and it is startlingly close. Judging, nautically, they're going to be here. They have the wind, and they're going to be on you pretty goddamn soon.
Are they port or starboard?
They're port.
Starboard.
Captain?
See?
Off the port bow. Take a look. We got
The ship-
company.
Okay. Roll to see if you can see the ship behind you.
5.
5. You don't see shit. If they're behind you, they are too far behind you. There is not enough time for us to turn around and get back to them.
They're not even behind us.
They're going to catch us. Okay, Antonios, you stay up here with me. The rest of you, go down and hide in the storeroom. Do not worry. Be ready.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't worried before.
But they're going to board us.
So should you be alone for that?
No, I will have the Antonios here. Do not worry.
We should get
You will
down.
see me. Into the
We should surprise them
storeroom.
with numbers if we hide.
Yes, that is the plan.
Oh yeah,
Do we
good plan.
have any weaponry downstairs or anything that we've been supplied with?
Well, when you get in the room, Miss Eagle Eyes, I want you to roll something. But you get into the storeroom and there's some boxes. It really isn't that much. There are some like poles and posts, maybe a couple of barrels where the food is. There really isn't a lot of room for anybody to hide. Like, maybe 3 of you, smaller ones, could duck behind something and not be seen should somebody come in, but someone, especially like Brick, is not going to be able to hide themselves when people come in. But you find yourself down there now and roll another D100.
73.
No, but everybody can look too, if you like.
We need to
I
find
don't-
weapons.
I'll position myself beside the doorway that we entered in, so if anyone walks in, I can get them the moment they step through the doorway.
This is 75. Anyone who wants to look for a weapon.
Oof,
oh,
100.
God. You break a nail.
Ah! I'm gonna feel that for like a month.
However, our chef, Charlotte, notices a plank that looks loose.
Where is this plank?
It's kind of on one of the walls on the side of the storeroom. It's not.
Okay.
It's not one that's keeping water out.
Yeah, it's like part of the compartment.
Yeah.
I go over and I notice it's kind of sticking out, and so I experimentally like dig my fingers in and try to like pry it open or like peek in, see if there's something pushing the board out.
As this is happening, you hear cannons firing off the bow. These guys are, those of you who've been on ships and been in battle, you know they're telling you to stop. So you know you're not a threat. They're not trying to sink you, but they're threatening to do so, and you feel the ship creeping to a halt. So she probably can't pry this open herself if anybody wants to help.
I'll move in and help.
Okay. So the
I'm
two
gonna
of
try
you-
and
give
get
it
the
a try.
other. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try and get the other boys into cover as well to try to at least get them out. Because at least if I'm out there, I can probably sweet talk someone.
Well, as this piece of wood opens up, you look inside, and there is a odd, pretty hardy stockpile of weapons you know and some weird ones you don't. And what we're going to do now is everybody's going to roll for their cool weapon they get to use for the rest of our fights. Roll a 1d23, which is a very specific number.
10, Captain.
Okay, Silas, you find, not something that's used too much these days, but a hand crossbow and a whole bunch of little bolts.
Great. I know exactly how to use this. This is going to be wonderful.
I rolled a 17.
Michael, you get a hook on a chain.
Oh, yeah.
Gnarly.
I got a 14.
Charlotte, you find a shotel, which is an African curved blade, which is randomly in this ship. It's curved kind of the opposite direction from like a cutlass or something.
Is this a
What's it
British ship? I said, is this a British
Oh.
ship? We know it
This
ain't
could be
random.
What's the
13,
called?
Captain.
Carmen, you have kind of like a weird little modified harpoon that you could throw or you could stab. And, oh my God.
Don't tell me
Very
John got the
appropriate.
coolest one.
No. Well, he just missed getting a katana, which would be fun for another character, but you have a big, incredibly hard and powerful table leg.
Yeah, that would be the John's perfect.
Perfect.
There you go.
I like to imagine
Those
it's like
will be the
actually
weapons.
really cool weapons, and John just goes to a table instantly and
There you
katana.
go,
Like the
perfect.
katana's
I
there,
pull
but just
off
goes
a
to the
got it
table
too.
leg. I'm ready. I'm just standing at the bottom of the stairs, just staring up at it. I'm not trying to hide at all.
Well, let's say you're inside, right? Like the door's locked.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
but you're- okay.
inside, but I'm just.
Waiting.
Oh, is it? You go downstairs and
Down
then there's a door.
Yep.
Okay,
And you're in
then
the
yeah,
room.
I'm on the other side of the door, just
Then
waiting.
you all got your weapons. You're standing by the door at the table leg. So as you're sitting there, you hear talking upstairs. You hear sounds like Esteban yelling, and he says, "Somebody roll a 1d100." Okay, you hear this very weird Spanish word muffled through the thing. He's yelling, "Quebrante huesos." You hear him yelling it over and over again. And then eventually, you hear footsteps coming down the stairs. It sounds like an Esteban talking, a little more calm now, but there are definitely footsteps with him.
I will grab John and move them out of the way of the doorway if I can.
Can you?
I don't know. Are you resisting me? Do you need to
No, I'm not. I don't think he's resisting, but he's heavy.
Yeah, I'm also a
You're
Heavy
a
guy.
big lad. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So you moved me out of the way.
Yeah, you would guess, about 30 seconds before they open the door.
And you said there are not enough hiding spaces for everyone, right?
No, maybe 2 or 3 of you, smaller ones, could duck behind stuff.
Does the door open in or out?
It opens inwards.
Inwards? I
So they'll
want to
be- the door will
go.
open in towards you.
So I want to go on the other side. So when the door opens, that it'll be blocking me.
Okay.
I'll be on the other side of that. So when the door opens, I can just go for the throat if need be.
I'm standing like 6 feet back from the door where he moved me.
Okay.
I'd probably try to help Charlotte find somewhere to hide.
Behind a barrel or something.
Yeah.
With this huge, cool African plate.
Like sticking up above the barrel until like maybe Carmen sees and like
I roll my eyes and then I rush over to Charlotte and then I put her where my hiding spot was.
The voices get louder. As I said, we do not have very much on board. As I said, we do not have very much on board. In the door, you hear some muffled, "Oh, that's fucking good, buddy." And the door begins to open. Like he's opening it slowly on purpose, and you see he's talking as he comes in, but you're not really listening, and his eyes are looking around to see where you are. Now behind him, as he walks in, is this short but stout-looking, like middle-aged man in a beaten-up British uniform who's lumbering in the room, and he's got a cutlass in his one hand, and he clearly now sees Brick, at the very least, standing there in the middle of the room holding this big fucking table. And he says, well, looks like you all did something down here after all, you little liar. All right, you big man, come over here or I'll...
I walk up to him and just thunk him on the head with the table.
Now he's standing there with a sword looking at you, so let's do... he's not very nimble, but roll a D100, and he's very ready now because he sees you. So get under a 30.
How about a 4?
Oh my god.
Okay. Please tell me how you destroy this man's existence with a table leg.
He starts
in your potato sack.
Oh, you can't dirt over here. He starts talking, and I just walk up to him and go, and I just hit him the corner of the table leg just right in the center of his forehead, crushing his skull.
And he's just like,
the crack is so loud it sounds like a ship. Yeah, it seems like the ship just got fucking cracked
just
in
his
half.
tongue sticks out, his whole head goes down here. Yeah, and he's still standing
Imagine,
there
if
for
you
a
will.
moment. Yeah, he's still kind of standing there for a moment, just kind of before he just falls backwards.
Yeah, he shouts Maggie, and then he falls over.
Stop! I'll find you.
When this happens, Esteban, whose hands are tied, kind of ducks down. Is like, no, tell me, wake up. What do you know of the black ship? And he's just kind of pulling the guy into the room and closing the, he's kind of freaking out. He's not taking any care at the moment to hide the fact that there's yelling and a commotion down here.
Is there anyone else coming down the stairs that we can tell?
Not yet, but you might have a few seconds before he gets if he keeps doing it, the people upstairs will know. You don't hear anything yet.
He won't wake up.
I stare at Esteban, the captain, and I shoulder check you and take any weapons I can from this corpse. I typically take the sword. If there's any other weapons on their bodies, I take that as well.
There is a flintlock pistol. So Esteban, he's just fully distracted. He goes tumbling to the side. He kind of lays there for a moment as you're taking this off the guy.
What does everyone have? Does anyone have any range weapons? I don't think anyone has range, right?
I use a crossbow, I think.
I have a crossbow. Yeah.
Okay. I'll toss the flintlock over to Carmen. Here, I'll toss it over to Carmen.
Gracias.
I'll wrap the chain around my forearm and kind of hold the hook in my hand. we're probably going to have more company soon.
I would like to kneel down next to Esteban, and I clumsily like put a hand on his shoulder, and I put my other hand on the guy's face, and I say, "He's sleeping now."
He kind of sighs, like resigns the fact that this guy is indeed dead, and he needs to accept it. Yes, you have done well. He kind of scrambles to his feet. 1 second. I'm sorry for my behavior. You did a very good job.
Captain, who is this man?
He's one of the boarders. And the boarders of the ship. There are 4 more upstairs with the Antonio. The Antonios are up there. They are held at knife point, gun point, but I listen to me. I have to say this to you. We will fight them. Listen, I want you to join me. I say this not as somebody who is looking for your loyalty. I have spent years planning for this, convincing the Navy to allow me to do this. I spent months begging, asking them again and again to tell me, give me, I will be a valuable asset. All I need were capable sailors for my ship. And every time they said no, I returned again and I said, give me anyone you can spare. They said they cannot spare one man. And then the last time, the third time I returned, I said, give me anyone. I do not care who they are or where they are from. Give me anyone you don't have any use for. Someone you do not care if they live or if they die. And to this, they finally said yes. And you were right, Michael. All of you have been sent here to die. Join me. Not out of the kindness of your heart. Seize this opportunity for yourself. I offer, he kind of like almost pulls over his shirt a little because I offer myself to you. Use me. Use me to better your own life. The reward for ridding the waters of these enemies would be great. And each time we do, it will only grow. Together, we could be more than they think. Together, we could show them we will not be forgotten. We will take this ship back. What do you say?
Yeah! Antonio!
And I run up to try Antonio.
Yes, for Antonios. Come. And that, we will close that scene as the group of this crew decides that they're going to charge up the stairs and do battle. And battle they do. So, you know, in a matter of 3 or 4 days later, much to the surprise of everyone at that port, the ship with no name wound up back in Cartagena. Everyone on the ship, all still alive. Although, anybody come out of that fight with a scar or an injury?
Oh, I'll take a scar. Yeah.
Where would you like your scar?
I think it's a long gash from the shoulder down to the elbow on their forearm.
I take minor rope burn, but I don't stop talking about it as if it's a big battle scar.
Anyone else? Okay. So over the next 3 years, the ship would return to the port in Cartagena 11 more times. And each return was greeted with less and less surprise. We're jumping ahead now 3 years. It is their 13th voyage, and they were no longer merely bait. The sturdy hull of your ship groans with glee now as it presses against your enemies, the two rising and rocking in tandem, keeping the twin boarding planks level. On the deck of your ship, the bloodied bodies of 4 men who barely had time to realize they'd made the last mistake of their lives lie before you, right where you dispatched them. All of you turn to the deck of the vessel moored next to yours, locking eyes with 9 men who did not expect death to come for them on a ship with no name. There are 4 dead men on your ship. Who killed them?
Can it be me and Carmen, if you're down for this?
Yes, we're in a little bit of a competition.
So the two of you as soon as the trap was sprung, the two of you raced out there.
That's 13 this month. Where you at?
I think I am, Is it really 13 if we both killed him at the same time?
Mine was fatal.
He was a little bit
I had
faster.
shot him between the fucking
Just
eyes.
a tiny bit faster, I think he was.
While they are
Thank you,
talking,
Antonio.
this is what you see on the other ship. Don't worry about keeping too big track of this, but find your target.
I like it when
Up
she
on the
glares at
aft,
me.
up on the aft castle, there, up a small set of stairs, there are 3 men. One of them clearly the captain. They all have kind of guns, muskets or pistols. There's 1 man running over, scrambling to push one of the planks off so you can't run across to their ship. There's 1 that's kind of ducking down below, trying to cut one of the ropes that's tying you to their ship. And the rest are just 4 guys on the deck who are scrambling to find their weapons because they did not expect this little merchant ship to just explode with blood and come charging towards them. Who would like to charge across first? And who is firing ranged weapons with the 3 Antonios?
I'll charge.
I'm ranged.
Ranged with the Antonios.
We both are.
If it can be both of
Okay.
us. I'll go
Both,
with
yes.
one more.
This one.
All right, so all 3 of you who are doing ranged, this is 6 people firing muskets. At this point, you have some muskets that you can fire, but you're not going to really take time to reload them. So all 3 of you roll a D100. How is your shooting? I mean, you're an eagle eye, and you've been doing this for years now.
Probably pretty good, but we'll fucking see.
That is, how has your shooting been, Acorn?
I did 1 D90.
Whoa, how'd you get over
You've
100?
broken the universe.
Oof, 99.
49.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm shooting, but I'm not hitting anything. It's purely for show, and I probably get gunpowder in my eye, which doesn't help.
Yeah, you are blinded for a second. It's kind of you flinch. The other 2, hold on. I'll roll for Antonio, or all the Antonios are going to roll together.
They're 1. They are legion.
Let's see. 24.
That's
so
right.
that's a lot of fucking damage. Okay, who were you targeting on the ship? Are you targeting the people up top, the people scrambling for their weapons, or the guy running to throw the plank off?
who are you
Is this for
asking?
any of us?
Any
Yeah,
of you,
who-
yeah. Who were you trying? There's 3 guys that clearly have guns that are up top and have kind of height on the ship too.
I'll shoot the gunners.
Okay.
I don't think I had a target with a 99. I
Doesn't
think
matter.
I was
you
just.
don't need one. Were you shooting up there as well, Charlotte?
Yeah, I think I would be targeting with preventative fire. It's like if someone's trying to escape,
Okay.
focusing on them.
Okay, so let's say you shot at one, and one guy, it stops one of the guys from grabbing his weapon. Like he got scared and he backs off and kind of ducks behind a barrel. The boarders, who would be Brick, Michael, and Esteban, is fucking charging across the thing, and he's screaming, "Leave one to talk, kill the others!" Very loudly to make
Captain.
sure they hear it. Okay, who are you attacking, Michael?
You watch as I'm running behind Esteban. I throw the hook, and you see the chain kind of twist. The hook flies forward. I'm gonna try and impale the one trying to kick the boarding plank off, and yank them into either onto the ship or into the water in the gap between our
Let's
ships.
roll it. You're pretty damn good with this hook on a chain, aren't you now?
Yeah. Well, I hope so. We'll see.
We'll find out. Oh,
33.
Okay, explain how you critically destroy this guy.
You watch it. You're in front of me, so I think I kind of throw the hook and almost swing it around, and you see the hook slam into the side of the guy's head, and I pull, and you see the hook impale the back of their head as I pull them forward, and they kind of hang off the ship, the gap between our two ships for a moment before I pull again, and you hear a crack, and you hear the body hit the water beneath us.
And Brick, I assume, is charging as soon as, he's done this a bunch of times now. He knows what to do.
My strategy is I take Frederick, my weapon, my table leg, and I use him. Yeah, but we have a bond.
But
and
it has like arrows and stuff in it now because he's just used it all this time and doesn't take
terribly
out.
Scarred, but like I think that we've maybe nailed like one of those giant like ship nails through the top of it.
Oh hell yeah!
Maybe.
Oh god.
But it's really big, right? And I hold it like this in front of me, and my opening strategy is to just barrel across the gangplank and just like shove people over to start, whoever I see first. And then if they're on the ground, they get, what did I name this thing again? Frederick. They get the Frederick.
Brick is very good at this, so all you have to do is get under an 80.
How about a 14?
Okay, tell me how. I think he comes upon.
These the best rolls he's ever had.
Right? They're fucking pirates
What
now.
is
They're
happening?
horrifying pirates.
Those
So
pirate
let's say
power.
One of the guys who managed to grab his sword, he's grabbing his sword and he turns and you are coming right at him. He's like this, and he's like, uh-oh. You're coming at him like a freight train.
And then I'll knock him over. Can I do a double move?
You want. You do whatever
I'll
you want.
knock him over, and he's sort of scrambling on the ground. His sword probably got hit by Frederick, knocked out of his hand. He's there, helpless, scrambling back away from me, and I say, "Frederick is hungry!" And I bring it down, caving his face in. Blood squirts out of his ears and stuff. And I think he's dead.
One of the other guys. We'll check in with him on his turn. One of the other guys is so terrified by what he has just seen, and just to see if you will terrify the other one, what's his pants situation today?
So I think that after 3 years, I will roll for pants.
After 3 years.
It's whatever you want, but that's
after 3 years.
He has them, but just some days he walks outside without them.
Silk diaper.
I think he's got something. Like, he's not completely nude. He's not walking around smokeless, I think as they say. He's got something. It's probably like, I want to say it's the original trousers that are split in half, but we had to use bits of the potato sack and we like sewed them all together. So it's like a potato sack cod piece with like torn trousers that don't go past the knees.
Yeah, like a part of his remaining potato sack, you look up and see it on the sail, flapping, like as we've just been fixing the sail with this potato
of what
sack.
the ship was like. Yeah. That ends another one. One of the other ones, there's two guys now hiding behind barrels. Carmen. How did your bullet kill one of the men above on the aft castle?
I think what happened was that one of them was looking towards the one that Michael had killed while reloading. And I got a little bit annoyed that he was watching that, I'll be honest. And I just put one right between his fucking eyes.
So this guy's drawing his flintlock pistol and he gets about here, like he's pulling it up. The bullet goes through his head. The gun goes flying off into the air just with the momentum, and he just drops. The Antonios roll very well, and the Antonios play a lot of MMOs, so they focus fire.
Yeah.
So
We're
the
like
other guy
one
next
person.
to the other guy, yeah, you gotta focus, get the ads. So they leave the captain, and the other guy's up there with the weapon drops next to him. The captain is up there. He has a gun, and he's a little more stalwart than the others. So still we have a guy that's trying to cut the rope. We have one guy who now has a sword and two guys hiding behind a barrel. Charlotte, Carmen, and Silas, do you charge across the ship now that you've fired your round? This is cleanup duty for you guys.
Yeah. I would say yes. I'm going for whatever Michael's going for,
And
so I
you
can kill
have
it
your
first.
now you have a harpoon. You have a
I don't have to.
You have a harpoon, so you could stab with it, or you could just throw it.
Yes, I think as Michael is about to try to attack something, like one of the people near him, I'm gonna just throw the harpoon from where I'm standing while I'm crossing the gangplank.
All right, roll.
I turn around. Actually, let's see if it hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my god! They are actually in a competition. That's like okay. You can do whatever you want, as brutally as you like, as showy as you like.
She threw me like she throws that javelin.
Anything borderline that is not magic, you can do with this. With this.
But baby, I am
harpoon.
magic. Yeah, so
She
as
says
I'm
before
crossing,
she throws it. Yeah.
as I'm walking across the gangplank while the others have crossed over, whoever is, I'm watching what's happening in front of me, and I'm trying to find Michael in the chaos of everything. And finally, I zone in on what it is that he's looking at, and I see that it's another one of the opposite crew. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll take a deep breath. All right, don't fuck this up. I gotta look cool. And I will go ahead and just rear back and throw it with all of my strength. And it's gonna go ahead and pierce this guy right through the chest. It is just visceral. It's disgusting. Blood starts pouring out. He's standing there, blood coming out of his mouth, just looking at Michael, unsure what just happened.
I have a suggestion. You throw this thing and it goes through him and pushes him backwards into the air and sticks him to the wall behind him.
Yes!
And I
Perfect.
think you see Michael like spinning the chain, getting ready to fling the hook at this person. You pin them into the wall so the chain lands short, slams into the ship deck, and just they just turn around. That was my kill.
I give him a little wave, Enikish.
Behind you, I put my hand on Silas's shoulder and go, "She's so cool."
Charlotte, will you roll a 1d100 to see how good the food was you cooked for everybody this morning?
Dice, do not betray me right now.
They are fighting angry. They're hungry. That's why they're
73.
doing so well.
That's what.
But also, why was it not a good meal? Surely it wasn't your fault after all these years of cooking.
Of course, it's not my fault. I'm an excellent cook now. I think we're just really, really low on rations, so I had to get creative, and creative meant some really weird stuff we had to eat.
She's eyeballing the like food stocks on the enemy ship right now. She's like, how do I get over there immediately?
It's like a really bad charcuterie board. We've got a really bad charcuterie board, and we're like, what is this? This is the meal.
Wait, what is this? This is actually shark. I don't think you know what this is.
What is this?
Yeah, no matter what it is that you guys are trying to eat or how bad it is, she still tries to like present it in a way that's like, look, at least we're eating.
Yeah.
But at this point, you are like, there's food over there and there's ingredients, and also, you know, you've become a bit bloodthirsty. So how do you go about, let's see, there's two guys hiding. Which one did you get? You got one. Did you get the guy going for the rope, Carmen?
Is that the one that was?
Yeah,
Is that the one that was closest to Michael?
Yeah, because he like hooked the guy. Okay, so there's one guy with a sword, and there's two guys hiding behind barrels, and the captain. Do you charge across with your cool weapon?
I do, yes.
Okay. Who do you go for?
The barrel people, because that barrel could be fresh water,
hiding.
it could be lemons, it could be anything.
So you're really more interested in the barrels, but you want to kill them to get them the hell out of it. Okay, roll a D100.
Yep. 78.
Okay, I think what happens is you're not really swinging at the guy. You want to see what's in the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of just... So what's in the barrel? You swing your weapon. The guy is fucking terrified.
Yeah, it's let's say fresh water.
Great. Can always use more of that. Now, Silas, what do you do? Do you charge?
What do I do?
fire?
I forgot my name was
crossbow.
Silas for a minute there.
I was about to say, Greg is Silas.
What do I do? If you know what, my eyes are trained on what's about to happen. Charlotte's looking at water, and she looks like she might be in trouble. Yeah.
The person
She's
is cowering,
distracted by
but
the
he
water.
might, yeah, but he's like, "Ugh," but if he wanted to, he could grab him, and probably like snatch her with his hands. He doesn't have a weapon right now.
No, I'm not going near the danger. Are you insane? I'm not going near the danger. I'm still perched with, all the ranged weapons. I still have my crossbow.
There is someone with a sword who sees Brick, who sees Michael, and who sees Charlotte, and he's definitely going to decide if I'm going after anybody, it's probably Charlotte who's distracted by the barrel. So he starts moving towards her across.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot that guy. That's the one I'm going to shoot.
You're very
Boom!
good at this,
Oh,
I
an
know.
80.
You just
Why
have a
does it
bum eye
miss?
at this point.
Yeah.
Me? Yeah.
Why? Oh yeah, you do have a bunch of gunpowder in your eye.
I'm still somewhat blinded, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, Michael and Brick.
We're all
You
a
guys
little bit
essentially had
blinded after Carmen's
you guys
performance.
essentially had a surprise round. The Antonios are reloading their guns.
I'm glaring at Carmen after that stolen kill. I'm going to go for the guy moving towards Charlotte.
Oh no, am I shipping them all of a sudden?
All of a sudden.
Go for it. Roll.
Yeah, let's see.
Damn,
You got
force
a real-
proximity.
30.
30.
What happens to this guy? How does he end?
You see, after watching this stolen kill, they discard the chain and hook. You see them drop it to the ground. It hits the deck with a loud thud, and they body check this guy, slam into the wall of the ship, and just start pummeling over and over with their fists. So just cave their face in with their hands, basically.
That's fucking crazy. Okay.
And then they wipe their foreheads, blood smeared on their forehead, and turn around and go 15 over to Carmen.
It's 2-2 right now for this fight. Brick. Esteban is charging up the stairs towards the captain. There are two guys cowering behind barrels next to Charlotte. They really are just quivering with fear.
I take Zanzibar, whatever I think I change the name all the time.
His name is Frederick Zanzibar. Yeah.
Frederick Zanzibar.
I think the name changes.
That's good.
Like
Okay.
Every single
all the time. I take Zanzibar and I continue. I'm like, here we go again, Zanzibar, and I will charge the barrels, and I want to push the barrels and the guys off of the ship.
Go for it. This would be nothing for such a brute. The barrels too, though.
69, which is my special critical number, as I am obviously a sex
Very
wizard.
sexual. Well, he is very strong. So let's say you get to one of them goes off. The other barrel.
Charlotte stops you.
Yeah, Charlotte stops
Throws
the
myself
fresh
at the
water
barrel.
barrel. Yeah, but one of the guys goes over. However you like.
Yeah, okay.
I put on Discord, but can the canon be that John names the weapon after he thinks the name of the last victim he thinks they had? So like he thinks this person he just killed, his name is Zanzibar. So now the weapon's name is Zanzibar.
Like a Zanzibar.
He looked like a Zanzibar.
He's only got room in his head for one name at a time.
Yeah. That table leg needs to be in Sunny's shop. That'd be hilarious.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down.
The life-stealing, name-changing.
Yeah, so I run up and I like push, and I think Charlotte's holding onto one of the barrels, like, no, stop! So it saves that barrel and the guy behind it. But the other barrel, I think, shoots off and takes... The other guy is like holding on to it, and he falls into the ocean. And I think... And then I go to Zanzibar and I kiss him. Mwah. That was an excellent job, Chris.
I appreciate the kiss too for the 69 roll. That's appropriate.
Blood gets on my lips and now it looks like lipstick.
As this is going on, Esteban, myself rolled an 11, and he is charging up the stairs toward the guy who we think is the captain, who's getting ready to draw his flintlock pistol and fire. But since I rolled an 11, Esteban, who has a sword, just lops off the guy's hand before he has a chance to fire and just goes clattering to the floor. Maybe it fires off like that, and the guy just falls to his knees and is wailing. His blood is pouring out of what was left of his wrist. And now there's only one guy left. He's scared shitless. There's a guy behind the barrel. And the captain, who Esteban was tying a tourniquet to kind of stop his bleeding, because I think he thinks he knows more information than the other guy. But he says, bring the other one up here. Bring the one behind the barrel.
I'll put my pistol to his temple. Move.
I pick him up.
I point the gun towards you.
I pick him up, but I like hold him so his head is like at the pistol.
He's not a baby. Let him fucking walk.
You want I should throw him?
No. Set him down on it up right here.
I set him down. What do I do next?
Do we have any bindings?
I could break his legs.
Captain, do you want his legs broken?
Hey, only if you like, but go ahead, be my guest. Here's yours to do as you wish.
Let's tie him up for now. Come on, let's tie him up.
Aw, he said yeah.
I'll tie him up.
It's more dramatic if he walks.
Yeah, but then if his legs are broken, it doesn't matter. Fine.
Here, sit him down next to his Capitan.
I'll tie him up and shove him.
Esteban kind of crouches down, and you guys have witnessed this a number of times before. Every time you've laid a trap for a ship, you've killed everybody on board but one person. And then he goes and he questions them and he asks them. He tells the same story to them every time. At this point, though, he starts with, 6 years ago, I set sail on a beautiful ship that I worked very hard for. It was her first voyage. I hired a capable crew. I had a hold full of cargo. I invested every coin I had ever had into. We had buyers in Venice. I remember feeling hopeful, which I had not felt for a very long time. All of this ended near Malta, by Cape Brantahuesos, the Bone Breaker. Have you heard of it? The captain shakes his head. I cannot hear you. Have you heard of this ship? Its wood blackened as if by fire, 3 towering masts with dark sails, and on the prow, a horrific scene for a figurehead. The bones of a man splayed out as if he were still breathing somehow. Jaw opened wide as if frozen in the moment of extreme agony. And perched on top of this man, a monstrous and terrible vulture, wings spread far to the sides, with his beak buried in the man's ribs, and he jabs him in the chest as he does this. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Man. What I don't know what you mean. Please, man. Please. And there is just a deep, deep sigh. And he stands up. And the two of them are sitting there. And he says, I'm going down to see what's in the ship. And he walks away. The rest of you, whoever wants to, knows that none of them leave this ship alive. The only people who leave alive are you.
I kneel down next to the captain and say, "What's your name?"
Ooh, that's not a good sign, Captain. That's not a good sign. You better tell him the name.
He's crying. He's like, my name is Captain. That's it. I know it's weird.
Your name is Captain. All right.
Fucking kidding me.
Can I roll to see if he's full of shit?
You go for it.
Yeah.
How good are you at judging?
I'm very good at figuring out if someone's full of shit or not. 8.
He's trying not to tell you his name because he's with the military.
I blow the brains out of the one next to him, and then I point the gun towards him.
One more time.
It's Henderson. It's Henderson. I'm sorry.
Henderson. You like that name, don't you? Mwah. Goodbye, Henderson. And I'll smash his skull. And then I say, hello, Henderson. And
I didn't get to say the cool thing. We had rehearsed this. Come on. I was supposed to say, and send regards from the departless in hell. And then you...
Who's the department?
Well, you didn't like the cannon fodder gang, so I'm workshopping here.
This conversation has been going on for 3 years now, hasn't it? What to call yourself.
Every time I ask him who that is, I'm so confused. It's a different name
like
every week.
Like you should know. Yeah.
As they're talking, I am rifling through the pockets of the dead men for anything.
Yeah, at this point, with their disposed, you know the usual thing. Either you toss them overboard, or you put them somewhere. You're going to sink this ship at some point anyway. Nobody finds it. Nobody goes back. The enemy should never find out about you. That's always been the way. That's what happened to Esteban. So as you're going through, you're looting the pockets. You're going through all their stores to look for their food, their supplies, any loot they might have, as you've done before, to great benefit of yourselves, I might add. Not only every time have you returned have you been given great amounts of money, increasing every time as you prove yourself more valuable, but you also have all the things you have taken, all the things you've taken and kept, all the things you have taken and sold. You all are, quite successful now. And if you want to, you have very nice lives in the city of Cartagena. But as this is happening, and Esteban is he's leaning up against the ship as he watches all of you go through stuff, and he hears that conversation, and he says, I think it is time. What do you think?
You've cleared the ship. I think we can move on.
For our ship. I think it is time she deserves a name.
I'm happy to go with anything that Silas doesn't decide on.
That I don't decide on? Come on. I have some great names. We could go with I don't know, eyes going around. No, that's your name. We could go with Benjamin. That's a great ship name.
Can we name it after my mother?
Was your mother's name Benjamin?
No.
No.
What was your mother's name?
Cynthia.
But that is a nice name. Does anyone else have ideas as well? This is the ship people will speak of. This is the ship they will tell tales of when we are done. They will be afraid of it.
So
it needs to be something scary, yes?
It doesn't
something
have to be.
Well, no,
It
it
is
has to
something that we
invoke
like.
foreboding.
It can.
I think there's something foreboding about such a beautiful name. Raining terror on the seas.
Why did you have an idea, Captain?
No, to be honest, it is not something I had considered. I lost my last ship. I had named it. I had made a big deal. I put all this thought into it, and the first journey I wound up on the bottom of the sea. I figured that this time I would, perhaps it is best to call something its name once it tells you what it is.
I know the scariest thing.
What is that, Brick?
It's when you are petting a dog and you don't know that they're a bad dog and they surprise you and bite you.
I think as Brick is
Like
saying
a
this,
dog bite.
as Brick is saying this, as he has when he's explained anything to everyone is like slowly leaning forward as he speaks, waiting, like, okay, what's he going to say? This could actually be good. He's like, the dog bite.
What's
the bad dog
called?
The dog's bite.
The dog's bite.
I don't know.
But I do not hate it. Silas, what do you think?
I still like Benjamin, personally. I'm very good at naming things.
Beware.
Yeah, why not? Or Bob. You can name a ship Bob.
Beware the Bob.
Yeah. Have you met Bobs before?
Bob is what you do when you're on the ocean and you don't move.
And it works on 2 different levels.
I don't know if that is working.
Would it make it more scary if it was the Bloody Bob?
The Bloody Bob.
How about the bitches bite? If we're going with
bitches bite.
Why don't we just throw out the puta mierda, huh? What about that one?
Too.
That is, no, we will not call it this. This will be docked in Spain. Perhaps if it was somewhere else.
Where do you put it?
No, it's going to be sitting in a dock in Spain. We're not sailing. The bitches bite. The bitch is a dog. What do you think of this?
Whoa,
dogs are scary because you want to pet them, but sometimes it's bad.
Imagine this. The ship pulls in. All of these stuffy Navy people are there, and they walk by, and these returning heroes to glory. They have to see the name, the bitches bite.
That feels good to me.
I'm looking at the ship, and my hands are kind of like running over it. I think for once, a thought that's not clever or witty or disingenuine is like going through my head. And I look over at Michael. Remember when he said we were all gonna die?
Yeah.
We're still here, aren't we? And anyone else who comes on this ship ends up dead. What about Death's bite?
That is very foreboding. Death's bite.
Yeah. Like the bite of death.
Death's bite or death's spite? Like
Whichever
alive
one you
to
like
spite
better,
you.
Captain.
You're saying the same thing. I don't know if you know.
Well, I wouldn't mind spite. What do you think? We'll take a vote as we always do. Carmen?
I mean, they're all pretty lackluster.
Oh, do you have an idea?
I grab my heart.
I look at her and I say, do you not know how scary dogs are?
They can be very scary, my love. Death Spite is pretty good, I guess. What was
She's
your
only saying
other
that.
ship's name, actually?
He definitely has never told you this before. And he gets very kind of like squirmy and like pulling his collar. It is, no, there is no importance to this.
Do you normally act like that around us over the past 3 years?
I mean, if you've done something that, like, it's like he's embarrassed around you. So he's definitely been, you know, more and more, he's comfortable enough to like be loose enough to be like, oh, I can't. You know, he definitely is. He thinks you're going to think it's a stupid name. He knows you're going to think it's a stupid name.
All right.
But he's, you know, you guys have been doing this for 3 years. You've killed a lot of people together and you've won a lot of fights together. So he's definitely more, you feel the door open a crack to get it out of him.
Okay. All right.
Come on.
Come on, Captain.
It can't be worse than Benjamin.
What is the name?
What? That's a great name. Benjamins are scary too, man. What about Dogman?
Is it Zanzibar?
No, it was Eterna Piedra, the Forever Stone. I named my ship the Stone, and the sank.
What if,
okay,
Captain? What,
That was, yes.
did you not realize at the time that stones sink?
No, Charlotte.
Not if it's a flat stone, right?
I was in. Look, I know I was into this, you know, history, mythology, stories, and there is this man who pushes a stone up the hill forever. And there was this I was going for. But yes, I even at the port the day I sailed, that is, I mean, the horror that I experienced that day was only compounded by the embarrassment when they go, oh, we told you your ship, you can't name your ship the Stone. Yes, that is why I named it the Forever Stone.
Sometimes if the stone's really, really small, it can float.
You could call it Piedra's Return.
You know, we do have to sail this a few more times. Are you comfortable
But
being
it
on a
is
ship called the Stone?
returned. It is like a stone that comes back up. Defies nature. We were all almost dead, no?
What do the rest of you think? I will not make this decision unless you agree. 3 hours go by as they
We're all arguing.
until. Go ahead, Drac.
Oh, I'm not going to say anything.
Whatever it is. No, yeah, I was just saying.
No, you are now, actually. Go ahead.
We don't have to rush to name this now anyway. We just, you know, we can, there will be more, we will, you know, it's not going anywhere. We have, the war is still on.
We could play with the fact that it has no name, keep it nameless. Call
The
it
ship with
nameless.
no name is its name.
How about, we could do this, but how about, this is Spanish, right? The word sin. So it looks like, you know, to English speakers, it looks like sin. But in Espanol, it means without. There's without a name.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like that.
A ship has
Alright.
no name.
You know, we still have to go back and have it put on the back of the ship, so there is time. but I'm glad to be here with you without. And with that, the crew of the Sheen gathered their trophies, their supplies, and they sailed back once again to Cartagena. And this wasn't your final journey of this sort, but in another year, the war would end, and there would be no more rewards or accolades for the Navy. Until, and 3 years later, in this 1916, and the Sheen is docked in the city of Valencia, now returned to Spain, your victorious side. It's a grand center of culture, finally returned to the fold of King Philip V. Her hull is now pristine, her mast tall and proud and symmetrical. There's not a barnacle in sight. She's gonna have a bunch of fancy little carvings and moldings now that some of you lobbied for, and some of you lobbied against. You might be wondering what you've been up to since the war ended. Now, each of you amassed a small fortune in loot and in rewards from the military and the king. So you did just about whatever the hell you wanted. Now, maybe with the war ending 2 years ago, you planted roots there in Cartagena. It could be that you traveled or bought homes bigger than you knew what to do with. Maybe you even got another ship of your own. Or maybe you stayed working with Esteban, using the scene as he established a trading company again. This one actually completing its first voyage and a fair few after that. But wherever you wound up, right now, you found yourself in Valencia. Because 3 months ago, you received a startlingly official letter from the royal governor of Valencia, inviting you to be honored at a gala at a noble's estate for your dedicated service and setting a standard of heroism. Is this a fucking joke? The next day, you receive a letter from Esteban assuring you it was in fact not a fucking joke, along with a strong request, and this is fucking hilarious now, to dress appropriately when you attend this gala. It is the night before the gala. The 9 of you have gathered on the deck of the Sin, together again for the first time in far too long. You've shared more stories than drinks, and you've all stayed there a bit much later than you should have. You're kind of exchanging stories of what you've been up to, asking how, let's say, I'm sure someone here has probably had a few wives at this point. So
why are you looking at me when you say that?
Come on, we know.
I've been very busy. No, listen.
We know.
I found, you're not going to believe this. I found, and I'm for real this time. I know I've said a lot of things over the past, but this is true. As true as we are standing here today. I found the Fountain of Youth. I kid you.
And why do you look so old?
You don't use your wares.
Damn.
Also, ouch, it hasn't been an easy life. I've been using my money to advance science. But also, you wouldn't believe what I've been doing with the water from the Fountain of Youth. Come on, ask me. Go ahead, ask me. Ask me.
I mean, clearly you're not using it, but
ask me.
Go
ahead.
So harsh.
Go ahead. I have been selling it to the rich.
Bathwater, right?
As no foot cream. Foot cream. So their feet look super young, and the rest of them is just aged. And
they have baby feet.
Yeah. It's actually working. It's de-aging their feet. And they're so fucking blind and surrounded by just yes people that they're all like, oh yeah, I know your feet look great. And their feet do look great, but the rest of them look like shit. It's hilarious. I'm looking around and no one is laughing with me. You had to have been there, I guess. It's hilarious. I can't wait to find the next thing. And then I can just keep on doing it. I'm making so much money. They have, you don't even understand. They have so much money. You don't believe
money than sense.
You don't.
No, I'm sure you found water.
Fine. What have you been doing?
Well, Carmen and I started a brothel. and it's doing very well.
What is it called again?
That is a very good question.
I'm sorry, you don't have
The
to tell.
bitch's
We all
bite.
would know. It's
Yes, we stole the name. We stole the fucking name. Yes.
there it is.
Bitches
It's
bite.
very scary.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
We actually hired Brick, one of the bouncers, to keep the rowdy folk out as well.
I still have, and I lift up my table leg.
There's no way he didn't show up without it. Yeah.
Pedro.
Yes, it was an unfortunate time with that Pedro, I will say.
Yeah. Pedro got a bit rough, no safe word, so Brick helped him out.
Charlotte, do you cook much anymore?
No, I pay for a cook. You know, I think the best cooking years are behind me with you all.
You were our cook.
They go on, they talk, and eventually Esteban, make sure they're all around. And he says, before we call it a night, I have something I just want to say to all of you before the gala tomorrow. Being on this ship, I can't help but think back to the first day we met. And while it does bring a smile to my face, I feel, well, I saw you all as just a means to an end at the time. Everything I did, every thought I had was only for que buante huesos. I had nothing else. It was, when the war ended, it was very difficult for me knowing that everything we did, every life we took, every blood we spilled, it brought me no closer to what I thought was most important to me. And I had some dark moments, especially when you all went off to do your own things, which I do not begrudge. I am glad you have been so successful. But I did realize something, perhaps a bit too late, but I talk too much. I think of you all as my family. It's not something I've had since I was a boy. It's not something I thought I would have again. Then you should know that wherever I sail, whether you're with me or not, I will take you all with me. Tomorrow, this is just a bit more literal as we go to the gala. But, salute, cheers. And they have a little toast with their final drink.
I start crying and I give Esteban a hug and I say, that was beautiful, Dad.
Okay. Rick, I love you so much. Please don't kill me.
I jump in on that.
I'm sorry, I mean,
I'll jump in on a hug
Padre.
action. Come here. Come on in. Come on. We're all
Just promise me one thing.
family.
But you must promise me to wear pants tomorrow at the gala.
Oh, do I have to?
They won't let you in.
Women love pants. You should wear them.
Women are scary. I don't want them to love my pants.
Do you
Then
know
we
who?
hate pants.
Men
Do you know-
also
You
love
should
pants.
wear them.
And also dogs. They
Men love pants.
hate pants.
As
dogs.
this conversation goes on and they're all piling in on each other, do you hear Esteban say, remember tomorrow, no weapons, please, please, try to behave around my fiancée. She's not used to how we are.
Captain.
Ooh.
Now, some of you would probably know he has a fiancée, but after this, he goes away. Everybody goes home. They sleep. They don't sleep enough. And now, on the next day, the 8 of you stand outside a manor of ridiculous size, dwarfed only by the unfathomable estate it sits on. You watch as the last opulently dressed noblemen and women and high-ranking military officials enter the manor. But for some reason, you, who have been invited, are being told by the two snooty men outside that you are not allowed in. By the way, just a note, the three Antonios are here, of course, too.
Yes.
Still, one of them still going, they're in a hug, and he's going, fuck you. Okay. So, but here, two snooty men outside. Everyone has gone in. There's really just people parking their carts and things like that. They say, sorry, you're not, and these are leftover British people because they were on the side of, sorry, you're not, I don't see you on our list.
What do you mean we're not on the list? We're personally invited.
Well, allow me to explain this to you. There's a list of people, and none of you are on it.
Well,
is the
your
sin
list
on
is
it?
wrong.
The sin is on it. We're the crew of the sin.
This is a holy place for God-fearing people. There's no sin on this.
I fear dogs when they're bad.
Is Esteban here? He can tell you that we're supposed to be on that list.
Oh, Mr. Dominguez, yes, he came in quite some time ago.
Yes, ask him. He'll let you know.
Yeah, go ask him.
Oh, that is not my job. My job is to stand here and make sure people like you don't get in, because you're not on the list.
There's more of us than there are of you, aren't there?
Oh, and you do math as well.
Yes, but not very well. Why do you ask?
Oh, I was just a bit surprised. Now, you are all dressed to the nines, but you're standing outside with the people who are like parking carts and tying up horses and that sort of thing. Then these two guys will not let you go past.
Looking past them, am I able to see Esteban somewhere in like any of the events going on?
There's like a stairs up and there's a door and you can see kind of shapes in the windows and stuff, but you would have to get past these guys or do some way to convince them. There are a lot of you guys, as someone pointed out. And there's, would someone like to look around?
Well, first,
sure,
I would like to ask him, and I take out like a bag of coin. Like, how much would you say to just go check real quick with your superior? I know you're doing an excellent job here. The best. We could be anyone.
He holds out his hand. Do you put it in his hand?
Yeah, put it in his hand.
Is it a lot of gold? Be honest.
It could be more. I've come into this prepared to barter, so it's not like a lot, but it's probably lighter than what he's expecting.
He weighs it and he goes, "Oh, see, now this is why you're not on the list." And he throws it back to you.
All right, gang. I guess we're not getting in. We should just cut our losses here and exit stage right. And he motions to the left, and I motion to the left.
But would somebody like to kind of take a look around? Like
I'll take a look around.
Yeah. It's not, you're going to notice something that's, not very hard to find out. So
73.
Even with the 73, you notice these two guys are not very physically intimidating. And there doesn't seem to be anybody too physically intimidating around or anybody else. Anyone of note is inside the party except you. It's just some help moving things out of the way. You're almost alone with these guys.
I will push myself towards one of them and look at him deeply in the eyes.
He kind of leans back. Yes, can I help you, madam?
You know that your dear Esteban was on the seas with us for years and years and years. Have you heard any of the stories?
Can't say I have. Well, I don't really,
I get closer.
To support this, I approach the other one and I place a hand on their shoulder. Just with a smile.
He stiffens up.
And I'm trying to mimic them, so I'm glaring at them.
That makes him very nervous as well.
I've snuck away.
I'm
canvassing the place.
Do you know what it is we did out there?
I can't say that I do.
I squeeze the shoulder of the one I'm in front of.
Do I strike you as a woman who...
Tell us what you did, please. He's like in pain under your grip.
We did a lot. Do I strike you as a woman who takes no for an answer?
Yeah.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, what shall I say?
You want to know what happened to the last person who told us no?
I don't think I want to.
Tell him about Pedro.
Yes, Pedro. Well, the last person that told us three no, that didn't listen to our rules, we took him into the back room. I peeled his fingernails for touching one of our girls one by one.
All right. I, hello?
Oh, I'm
Help?
not done.
Help?
Are you done? Are you ready to...
Help? He's like,
I put a hand
quietly
over their mouth and like start squeezing their face.
We peeled his fingernails. I taped his eyes shut, or I glued his eyes shut. So he could not open them. He could not see what was around him. Do you want to know what happened next?
Not really, no.
Tiny cuts all over his body.
Yeah.
With a dull knife.
Even his butt.
See, even his culo.
Even his butt.
Yeah.
What was that? So would you roll me a D100? If you get under a 50, he's peed himself.
That's me, you said? Or is it someone else?
You are doing the bulk of the intimidation here.
71.
He does
Aren't
not
you kidding
pee
me?
himself, but he is trembling, and he seems pretty much up for whatever you are asking of him now.
I can keep telling you the story.
No, please. Go right in. Go right ahead. I'll see your name on the list. Yes, your name is on the list. Yes. Whatever your name is, it's on the list.
I'll grab
My
his
name's
face.
Brick.
My hand.
I'll kiss him on the cheek. Come on, let's
I
go.
open the door. I open the door from the inside.
That's awesome.
This is why we love you.
That's so
I thought it was my wit.
This is part of it.
After you, and I make a grand gesture as mocking whatever is on the floor right now.
That's so funny. So you enter this giant manor, and there's finely dressed people, and you are all finely dressed as you want to be as well. You do look like you fit in. Perhaps maybe not in the way you carry yourself, some of you, but definitely just on first blush, you don't look terribly out of place. But you are looking for Esteban, so whoever is in the front and going, I don't care how many, roll a D100 if you're looking around for him specifically.
Yeah, after all of that, I'm definitely looking for Esteban.
Can I be using my table leg as like a proper cane?
Did you bring your table leg when you were told not to bring weapons?
Did you bring the table leg but tried to
Well, he's not a weapon.
There
He's
you
my
go.
best friend.
It's a friend.
So you are now have.
Does he have a
this is
tie
a
on
lot
or
of
something?
attention. This is a lot of. Does he
Well,
have a
I'm
tie
using
on?
it like I'm trying to use it like a
Okay,
gentleman's
got it.
cane, like I'm mimicking them.
Got it. Absolutely.
Wait,
So
let's describe this because the way you described it was it looks grody. It's like
has it been
dents
polished
and
up
chips
since you
out of
got
it.
money?
Yeah,
Is there still a
spent-
ship's nail through it? Or did we take that out?
Okay, so I think that Brick is actually on his last penny, and he has been always, because he comes to shore and people just grift him until he's out of money. So
And that's how we hired
someone
him.
has been like, I will make your table leg look great. So every time he came back to shore, like this person would like polish it up and, you know, so I think it's done up a little. Yeah, I think it's pretty nice.
So he's walking like holding it like a cane, like a gentleman. Okay.
Yeah.
This big fat table. Big enough
probably
that it can hold him up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys look around. Carmen and Michael, you rolled great. You look around, you scan everybody. You don't see any sign of Esteban. But Charlotte, when Esteban mentioned his fiance the day before, and he said, he didn't want to talk about it, you didn't let that go, did you?
Mm-mm.
You probably asked a lot of questions. So he, under the pressure that maybe only a French woman can put on somebody, gave her a full description of the fiance. Enough so that you recognize, you even know what type of dress she was going to wear today. Enough so that you recognize a woman that you believe is his fiance.
Okay. I think I would tap on Carmen's arm.
What is it, darling?
I may have gotten more information from our captain, and I think that lady over there is his fiance.
Okay, do we want to go talk to her and see if she knows where Esteban is?
I think out of everyone here, she might know the most. So yes. Will you come with
Right.
me?
See? I'm with you.
We go over to her.
She's standing there, this beautiful kind of emerald gown. She's holding a little drink, and she sees you approaching, and she kind of just, doesn't, she's like greeting you, doesn't know who you are, but she's greeting you as you approach.
What was the name that Esteban?
Oh, well, here's the thing. You're gonna have to roll to remember her name.
Oh.
Okay. 31.
Oh, you're very lucky. You remember it's Teresa. Or Teresa. Therese, if you're French. Yeah.
Yeah, so we would walk up, and as we got closer, I would, start smiling. Teresa, it's so good to see you.
Go ahead.
We haven't seen Esteban yet. Have you seen him? Is he around?
Do I know you?
I'm sure Esteban talked about us. We spent so many years together. We're his friends, his +5 really.
Oh, her face a little bit kind of like cautious at first, lights up, and she is, a very gorgeous Spanish woman, very well put together, clearly has been going to parties like this her whole life. She says, yes, I have heard so much about you. Which one would you be? Do not tell me. It's Charlotte.
Yes, that's me.
He speaks of you quite often. There's sometimes a bit too much, no offense.
Hopefully all good things.
But you are, I know he was very happy to hear you were all coming. Have you seen him? I guess not if you're asking me, huh?
No, you haven't seen him tonight either?
No, I have. He left quite some time ago. Now that you mention it, 15, 20 minutes ago, he was going up the stairs. I saw him walking to the left.
I look at Carmen and raise a brow.
We can go look for him for you if you'd like.
If you do not mind, I feel a bit alone here without him.
Yes, this is quite a lot. Very extravagant.
Yes, you get used to it in time. Very boring at this point. Yes, tell him I am waiting for him if you find him.
We will go find him, yes.
You hear a little bit of commotion and a shattering of glass, and you see Michael apologizing to a server. I'm so sorry. Let me help, and I'm on all fours helping pick up the shattered glass.
Helping. He's like, no, it is fine. It is my duty. Don't worry, please.
No.
If they
Please
see me letting you help me, they're going to beat me with reeds.
Who's going to beat you with? Do you want me to deal with them?
No, no, please don't deal with them. They keep me here. They pay me. Just please get up. You're very noble. Please don't let them think you're helping me.
I know this.
Some heads are turned now. The heads are turned. Michael, would you roll a D100 just because you scan around, I'm sure, after this noise, and you did leave some people at the front. You notice one of the snooty guys entering the door at the front.
One of the ones who's threatened.
Yeah, clearly looking around. One of the guys outside.
I'm gonna
looking for you or looking for help.
I'm gonna stare. I want to make sure they make eye contact with me. I want to stare at them. And
he's looking around like this, and he kind of goes and like sees you and freezes.
And I just go, I'll gesture for them to leave.
He literally just backs out the door the way he came in.
It's like Homer into the bushes.
Yeah. Somehow, I think the guy is behind him. He opens the door. You don't see him, though. He just floats backwards, it looks like. All right, but this is where you are now. She says, yeah, if you find him, please bring him back to me.
Charlotte, do we want to get the voice or do we want to go look ourselves?
I glance at in Michael's direction. Maybe it's best if we bring them with us.
Yes, he could use saving. He always does.
Brick, have you managed to engage in any conversation with some of these people? Are you mingling?
I am leaning on my cane, and I like approach a little man with a tailcoat who's got a silver platter of hors d'oeuvres, and I'm just eating them, and then he's trying to get away, and I'm like, no, I just hold him back, and I keep eating them.
Do you gather Brick as he's devouring the hors d'oeuvres?
We walk by. I walk by, and I just like pinches his coat and tug him after us.
He says, "This is a snail. Try it," and I try to put it in her mouth.
I like put my hand over my mouth. No, it's okay. You enjoy. You enjoy.
Okay, bye now. And I pat the waiter, and I will follow you.
So she said he was up the stairs, and she saw him walk off to the left.
Yes. I would have gathered the other two. Say that we're going to go see Esteban. We're going to try and find him. And if no one opposes, so lead up the stairs.
Yeah, let's go. I'm not... Everybody beats the waiters here with reeds?
You wouldn't believe this. Someone's going to buy an entire carton of the foot stuff.
To do what with? Are they selling it as well? They
just want really young looking feet. I don't understand it. I just supply it.
You are very resourceful, you know this?
Have you considered this? One of the things that rich people love is becoming more rich. So what you should do is sell them cartons of this and tell them that they can then sell them as well. If they meet a quota, they get some kind of bonus, and then they become their own, I suppose, employer.
They can work for themselves, but they're not really because they never hit the quota.
Exactly.
I knew I shouldn't have left you at the bitch's bite. Man, that's genius. Here I was just having them send me money every, 30 days.
I just would like everyone to know that when Spain controlled Florida, there was rumors of the Fountain of Youth, and I think this makes Greg perhaps one of the first Florida men. Sorry. Silas.
Amazing! Silas, Florida man.
Hombre Florida. So all of you gather, and you start walking up the stairs. Big, lavish stairs. There's a couple of people standing on them drinking to survey the room, and you walk past them. They don't really give you much mind, aside from maybe looking at Brick towering over them with his leaning on his table leg. But you get up the stairs and you head to the left. Now, I know this is going to surprise you, but when you look to the left, you see a rather long hallway.
Say it is not so.
With windows on one side.
How
Sorry,
long was
both
it?
of you?
Yeah, how long?
Same time as usual. You can see the end of it. On the left side, you see a bunch of windows. Sorry, that's my right side. On this side, there's a bunch of windows. On that side, there's maybe 4 or 5 doors. Do you head down the hallway? Perhaps to never escape. Do you head down the hallway?
See, there's nothing wrong. It is a hallway.
Right.
Yeah.
We're trying to
I am
find
yelling
your
for
captain.
Esteban. I'm yelling for Esteban there.
Okay. Well, as you walk
Esteban.
down the hallway, right? There's great noise of people. You take a few steps down the hallway. Who's going first, Michael?
I'll go first.
But as you take a few steps, you realize that most of the noise that you could hear over by the stairs kind of disappears. It just fades out. And even you yelling, someone in the back, it sounds pretty quiet to them, whoever's at the end. There's a hallway you can go 2 by 2, 2 by 3, whatever you need. You make your way down the hallway. Everybody do a D100. This is a perception check. Okay.
I am currently eating foot cream. Does that give me a disadvantage?
Your wrinkles do disappear a little bit, but you don't notice anything.
I get a 4.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
It does work, I'm telling you.
So who rolled a 49 with Silas, and
Yep.
Charlotte rolled a 14. So Charlotte, you hear voices like at the end of the hallway, the 4th or 5th door maybe. Silas, you kind of hear muffled things. You can't really tell what door it's from. And Brick, as you're shoving cream in your face, you manage to see that it looks like the door all the way at the end, even though like it would open away from you, it's open a crack. It's 5 doors down.
Me?
Yeah, anyone who, I mean, some of you heard something from the end of the, it's the end of the
just eating
hallway.
cream, man.
Orcish is Brick.
Yeah.
The man is immersed.
I'm
Let's
just
give
eating
him
cream,
credit, yeah.
brother.
I'm following Charlotte. Charlotte very clearly, I think, hears more than I do. And so
Yeah,
I pick
if I
up
heard
on
something, I would be walking down the hallway and probably calling out, Captain.
Yeah, as you get
Captain.
closer, you hear Esteban's voice coming from inside the last room. And you stand at the door, all of you. The Antonios are still with you,
Of course.
shoving each other but in the back.
Hey, stop pushing.
Hey, stop pushing.
I'll knock on the door.
You stop pushing.
Antonio?
There's no response, but you hear, it sounds like Esteban talking to somebody. You can't quite make out what he's saying.
Esteban?
Up.
You just hear conversation.
He's not even fazed by it.
Can I open the door?
You can open the door.
I open the door. Dad!
You push it, yeah. Do all of you kind of go in, or are you waiting in the hallway?
I go in.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody piles in, and as you walk in, you see in this very large and exquisitely decadent bedroom, you see Esteban. He's standing next to the bed. It's very magical. But his back is to you. And he seemed, as the door opened, he seemed to be kind of leaning forward a little bit. But he stood it back up as you all entered the room. I mean, what do you do? It looks like he's noticed you.
Esteban, your fiance is looking for you.
Beautiful woman, by the way. I would have liked you to introduce us to her.
Dad, have you ever eaten snails?
You need some new friends because these guys are idiots.
Michael, roll a D100. The difficulty is 20.
Oh, okay. 1.
Michael, something in you, maybe it was all the years of fighting, whatever it was, you are aware that something bad is about to happen. So when Esteban turns around and draws a flintlock pistol and fires at you, you dodge out of the way. And the bullet hits Charlotte in the shoulder.
Did I?
What the hell?
Run.
Whoa, Dad, it's us!
Everyone roll for perception right now. Again.
7.
73.
27.
11.
He's Mr. Observant.
It's because I ate the cream. My eyes are the eyes of a 9-year-old.
Silas, before you see your captain. You see Esteban. Fancy clothes, but the same person you talked to last night. But the moment he fired, as you look up from when Charlotte went down, his eyes seem to glow red. And Brick, most confusing of all, as this person starts to step forward and is drawing a sword, they move away from the chair they were standing in front of, and you see Esteban sitting in the chair, seemingly shaken, unable to move.
Wait, if you're dead, then who's that?
Brick, roll 1d100, difficulty 20.
56.
Suddenly, the Esteban who is standing is next to you and slices your arm off that was holding Pedro. You are bleeding from what is left of your arm.
Yeah, I scream.
If you guys are going to do something, you better do something quick because this person's about to do something else.
Going everywhere.
I'm trying to drag Charlotte out of the room.
Charlotte, roll a d100 again.
I'm shouting, "It's not dead! It's not dead!"
Al?
Am I rolling
Now-
it? Is
Who's
Who
rolling?
did I say? I said Charlotte, roll a d100.
Charlotte.
Sorry. Okay. You're bleeding quite a bit. It's getting dark. They got you. It might not have been your shoulder where you got shot. Then Michael, you're dragging out. Now at this point, whoever this is in front of you, seeing that Brick is screaming, but it's not him, it's not Dad, it's not Dad, kind of gives up on the ruse. And all of you now see Esteban sitting in the chair, just like eyes wide, tears streaming down his face. Do you freeze or do you keep going?
I keep going. I'm trying to get Charlotte out of danger before moving back in.
Roll a
to help the others.
d100. If you roll another one, dude.
I hope. We'll see. 95.
The door slams behind you. Then you feel something come right through the middle of your chest.
Micah!
No.
No.
Would someone like to do something?
I would like to throw. I've forgotten the table egg's name. I'd like to throw the table egg.
Roll
He's Pedro right now.
Pedro. I like to throw.
My arm's still attached.
95. I don't do it anyways. I try
I'm
to
sorry,
throw
Silas.
Pedro to
they catch it.
Carmen. No, I'm not throwing at them. I'm trying to get it to Carmen.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
this person is oddly fast, and they reach out and grab it out of the air.
The fuck?
And the corner of Pedro crushes the middle of your forehead, slumping you to the ground.
Who? Me?
No, Silas.
Silas? I'm gonna go ahead and try to step in front of where Charlotte is.
You see this Esteban's eyes glowing bright red now.
Esteban,
the
what is this?
Esteban or
No, the one standing that's killing everybody. The other one in the chair is just still shaking and trembling and looks like he's trying to say something.
I walk over to him. To the one sitting down. Okay. A 96.
Get over to him.
Dad?
And when you get there, do you lean down to see what's wrong with him?
Yeah, my arm's gone, so I'm like, I think I show him my arm and I say, Dad, will you help me?
Esteban's looking at you, eyes like almost trembling out of their sockets, tears pouring down his face. And then he sees a hand come through your chest and wave at him before it pulls out and you slump like half on top of him.
I struggle to get up behind Carmen, pressing my hand to my wound, and I pull a hidden blade, like just a really short blade, from my shoe. I'm like hyperventilating a little bit.
Roll a D100.
88.
The dagger that you're holding, the hidden blade, you feel someone grab your wrist, squeeze your hand, and push it up into your eye as you're still holding it.
No!
Esteban, help us!
You're screaming in pain. You fall to the floor dead. Carmen, you now see the Esteban in the chair, the one with the red eyes who has killed all of your friends. And they kind of just go over the bed and lean on it. It still looks exactly like him except for the eyes. It pauses, finally. It looks down at you with some manner of disgust that you have not seen from anybody in a long time. Then, a smile that doesn't belong to your friend creeps across their face. He turns towards Esteban, who's still trembling in the chair, looking him in the eyes. Come here. He rises to his feet like he was ready to do it, strides immediately toward his doppelganger. Says to him, I'm getting bored. Why don't you do this last one yourself? He doesn't move immediately. He looks at you, trembling. So go on. Go kill your friend.
Esteban, what is this?
Roll a D100.
68.
His body moves with the purpose and aggression that you remember it moving when you were fighting enemies. As he rushes towards you, tackling to the ground, pinning you down, his hands reaching for your neck, you find yourself pinned. This is probably your last chance to say something to get him to stop.
Esteban, you are my family. Don't do this.
You watch as tears are pouring from his face. It's racked with desperation and horror as you feel his fingers squeeze around your throat, completely closed. And you hear him as you gasp. You are 1 day old and you remember nothing of the end of that night. The only knowledge you will keep is that for the second time in your life, your family is gone. And you will never know why.